welcome to a farm farming in the Philippines. So we're finished playing around at the farm with getting the solar and the fish tanks all like they need to be, and we're back at the restaurant. So E-Boy is finishing this hallway, or is doing the hallway, and he's just about to finish up there. Tata is continuing on this floor, the dining room floor. They've got all the base down. That footprint right there is Gabriel's brother. Gabriel, those of you who remember Gabriel, his brother works at a motorcycle shop just right on the other side of these little caranderias here, and he came over to look around, and he didn't realize that was still wet cement. So we got his footprint. So I have, I had my reservations that Tata could make this floor an even color from the beginning, but he assured me that he could, and turns out he can't. So when he's finished here, we're gonna paint this floor so it's an even color. I mean, God bless him, he's tried his very best. I'm sure that he has, because he always does. But it's just not up to my standard, let's put it that way. It just looks patchy. And it's not because one portion is dry and the other is not. This is from Saturday. And it's just different colors. And there's no going back now. So let him finish up what he's doing here. He's basically smoothing the floor. He's putting the all cement. There's no sand in what he's doing now. He's just basically putting on a top coat. It's not glass top smooth, but it's pretty smooth. So we'll finish this up, and then we'll just come through and paint. It has to be an even color. It can't be that. It's not that the floor is the floor. Of course, it will function as a floor properly. I just want it to look consistent. I want it all the same color, not spotty. So, and it's no big deal. We'll just, I had wanted to avoid having to repaint the floor once or twice a year. And it's like we're not going to be able to avoid that. You'll use the highest quality paint available and paint it to try to make the repainting less often, but it just has to be painted. So that's where we're at now. E-Boy's just about finishing that up there. I would anticipate that E-Boy's almost done there, and so they'll have this pretty much completed by lunchtime, and I don't know how long it'll be before we can walk on it again. I would imagine it'll be at least 12 hours before we can start painting it. But again, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we'll let Tatai finish up here. He still has to do around this corner here, this storage corner, I guess you could say. It's where we got all the sacks stored here. And we will continue after lunch. You know, every time I walk into this bathroom, I just didn't like it. It just, no matter if we just cleaned it or not, it still looked just dirty. So I thought I'm just gonna cover these tiles up. I didn't just much prefer. He can use that color in here, the coloring for the red floor. I think it'll just look much better this way. And it's not that much time just to make it look right. And we're gonna, all this floor here going back out, he's gonna add his color to as well. E-Boy is painting our red stripe here. Gonna be one on that side as well. I was downtown getting stuff while they tape this up. It's fine. The tables are going to be, so the height of the table is probably going to be right about here. And I just wanted something that was not white, right next to the edge of the table. And a couple extra coats of paint, because that's going to get a lot of, well, it's just going to be touched more than the rest of the wall. So, and I wanted to break up this wall. Just wanted to break it up. So that red is going to go all the way around, all the way back up to there. The counter is going to be red. The service counter here, all that back in there is going to be red, and the doors are going to be red. And probably, I don't know, it depends. Tatai says we can get a paint for this floor. He calls it rubberized. He says it's the same thing they use on basketball courts. That's what we'll use. And we'll paint this red as well, if they have a good red. If not, I'm tempted to even go with yellow, but I think red will suffice. All right, well, I can't take you back into the bathroom now because Tatai is finishing up the hallway. If we could have somehow gotten all the floor to look that way, then I would be satisfied with that. But the patchwork quilt that we ended up with, just no. Before we paint, I will have another conversation with Tatai about this floor here. I don't know, so it's 100% dried now, and you can just see the different hues and colors. So I don't know, we'll see. But we haven't taken down the tape yet because I want it to completely dry. And we've begun on the bottom stripe as well. We ran out of masking tape. And I'm not 100% sure that we're going to do this in red. We may do it with another color. But we've got half the doors painted now. Because Tatai was working here, we did not paint this one. This one is for the entrance of the kitchen. it's 5 o'clock. Tomorrow's another day. And so we'll continue on. We did get this countertop painted. I'm pleased with that. So, progress. You made it, Tatai. Ty, let's go by Ambicon on the way home, and let's talk to them about the paint, okay? And I also want to talk to you, but well, we'll just do it all off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one up, guys, and tomorrow's another day. But my friend Martin was here, and we were, the reason that this crept up on me, and it's so late now, is that I was bullshitting for like the last hour. But this is coming along nice. We get that tape off the wall, that'll look nice. So it's coming along. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.